Welcome to Lexington, inside Rupp Arena. Senior day, back to normal these days. Kellen Brady and Davion Mintz, the seniors, they get their authentic send-off in their final games in this cathedral. Ole Miss in town to take on the 7th-ranked Wildcats. Another early morning for the Rowdies. Look at this line, snaked down Stadium Road outside the O'Connell Center. This is the SEC on ESPN. The 20th-ranked Seminoles visit the O'Connell Center to take on Florida. Glad you're with us. Jimmy Dykes, Kevin Fitzgerald. You think they're glad to be back in this building for this one as well?
We have Emmett Williams, so he is the SEC's style advisor. A little different. Okay, it's no longer the long look. Explain the look this year with the short shorts.
So the question is, who wore it better? America, was it Dane Bradshaw circa mid-2000s?
Caden Rice, I don't know if you've heard. He's hit 10 threes. We can count it up. 1, 2. I don't know if you guys may need me to count all of them, but 10, a career high for Rice tonight. Here's all of them.
I tell you what, he says his favorite food is chitterlings. And what chitterlings.
I don't know if Philomena, in Georgetown serves chitterlings, so they're going to have to kind of import that from somewhere.
Yeah, it's more of a South Carolina thing.
So in the words of one Jarkel Joyner this week to media and reporters, this isn't just a cliche next game. This is a big game for us. He's talked the talk. He's walked the walk today as well.
He's having a big game.
Plotich. He spin back. Hands off. James! The sledgehammer! Arkansas by 9. Amude, the blow-by. Out to Williams. He wants it. Slam! It's Tony! Turns the corner. Improvises. Ziegler for 3. Splash! Wheeler, always a blur. Washington, transition 3. Alora Brown cuts him off. Coming up on the 3-minute mark. Chandler, reverse. Got it! Kennedy Chandler has ignited. Back inside Thompson Bowling Arena, always a heated environment, atmosphere where the in-state rivals get together. Both of these teams are playing well. In addition to that, he's Dane Bradshaw. My man's back in his old stomping grounds here. Welcome back to Knoxville. Kevin Fitzgerald with you. Tennessee's offense, it's flourished of late. Big reason why they've gone 6-1 over their last 7. Josiah Jordan-James, he's a big reason why that's happened, hasn't it?
No question. We talked about how versatile he is as a defender, but offensively early in the season, he kind of became one-dimensional. What's changed over the last 4 games is that he's doing much more than just shooting from the perimeter. You see how aggressive he's been at the rim. Look at this, attacking, getting the and one, seeking the contact out. He's also shown you how good he is at the mid-range. I mean, this guy can be a 3-level scorer. He is such a gifted athlete. As soon as you take all that away, don't forget he's got the 3 ball. And take a look at this. When I'm talking about settling from the perimeter, it's real. This was a guy that over 80% of his field goal attempts were from 3 in the first 18 games. And look at the percentages that came with it. Last 4 games, only 47% of shots have been beyond the arc. As a result, you see better shooting percentages across the board. He's been the key to this Tennessee offense starting to flourish, as you said.
Well, and then what's the reason why? Why is he kind of just not defaulting as much to just the 3 and attacking?
Well, a lot of it is just pump fake, don't settle for 3. And I think now when he's seeing those results, obviously that motivates him not to settle from the perimeter, which is something this Tennessee team can do a little bit of. But with him at the 4-man, boy, he is a tough cover when he's doing that.
This terrific Tennessee era and season continues. The Ziegler floater is offline. Liam Robbins, he's the 7-footer in just his 3rd game on the floor. 17-6, 8-3 overall, 3rd place in the SEC. Had been ranked all year. What do we got? 9 Q1 and Q2 victories. That's a lot. Rodney Chapman off balance. Jay Fulkerson down with the rebound. And how quickly they push. Adu is open momentarily. Robbins cut him off. Josiah Jordan-James, here he is, wants the 3, down and out. There's a foul on Vanderbilt, and it goes against Chapman. So it stays here.
Again, this continues to be a big lineup for Tennessee, so Vanderbilt is going to have to box out. They got Chapman on a hold here. So we get the nice above the rim cam, and good call. From here, it looked like it might have been an over the back, but Joe Lindsey all over it. He's been around a while. You're not going to trick him with that hold.
And now you give him props. You know, when he was officiating your games in this building, you used to yell at him and you're chirping at him all the time. Come on.
I was Chapman back in my day.
Ziegler pulls it. That's good. Zakai Ziegler.
If you're going to be short in this league, you got to be able to shoot the three. And he has continued to get better as the season's gone on from deep.
Both of these teams very capable from deep. Tennessee has 3 triples. They have a steal. Vescovi. James, the head fake, the drive, the reverse to back out to Ziegler. Another? He's got 3 free throws after the whistle.
So we've seen the young freshman from New York come in the game. Immediately he gets an assist for an and one to Fulkerson. Then he shows you the triple, as we'll see right here, where he's just shooting the ball with so much confidence. And then he forces the turnover on one of the best ball handlers in the league, Scottie Pippen. He pokes it away, creates this opportunity. When he comes in the game, good things happen. Rick Barnes loves this kid, as do the fans.
Maybe the most determined, toughest man in the SEC. Grew up on Long Island, Ronkonkoma. Discovered at the Peach Jam just last summer. It's amazing. How has the confidence and the toughness evolved in just, 23 games?
Well, he knows where he came from, and he doesn't want to go back. He is excited for this opportunity. He's got a chip on his shoulder.
Look at this.
If you want an inspiring article, look at Mike Wilson from the Knox News on what he wrote on this Rags to Riches story in particular.
Now count the basket. That's going to be a goaltend. Adu with terrific effort, but it hit the window. And smart there of Vanderbilt to push after the save.
Yeah, they'll be opportunistic in transition, and Jordan Wright's a guy that's been so consistent for the Commodores. We've talked a lot about Vescovi's conditioning for Tennessee. The same can be said for Wright. He's lost 20 pounds and has himself in elite shape.
A junior from Baton Rouge, second leading scorer on this roster. Really reliable this year for Jerry Stackhouse. Fulkerson fades over Studi. That didn't touch rim.
It's the quick decisions that Barnes wants out of Fulkerson. That time, no hesitation with the high release money.
154 career games. I think at this point, he knows the drill down there. Now Robbins, he's a vicious shot blocker. He's trying to get his footing underneath him on the offensive end. Right drive and kick. Studi capable from out there. There's Justin Powell into the game. The sophomore transfer from Auburn has the rebound. Ziegler initiates the offense. James on the pull-up. Adu very active. Let's see if Vanderbilt can string a couple of baskets together. Just snapped the 7-0 Tennessee run, but still down 9. That matchup in mid-January was rough and tumble. It was close throughout.
Well, Pippen wants it back. They have 2 mismatches. I mean, they had 7'4" Robbins guarded by Ziegler, and then they had the center on Pippen. Vanderbilt unable to find either one.
Right there. That's exactly what Robbins was just saying to Wright on the baseline. Vanderbilt 3 of 8 from the field on this side of the floor. You see Huntley Hatfield, the freshman, just checked back in. Again, even without Kamwa, boy, this is a really deep rotation that Rick Barnes has. First minutes off the bench for Gabe Dorsey. He doesn't play very often. Draws the foul.
Yeah, good job there by Dorsey. Not so good by Powell. You have to stay down on the pump fakes for Vanderbilt.
And so Jerry Stackhouse, he pulls Dorsey off the bench for the first time since January 22nd. That was when Vandy played Florida that day. It's been a few weeks.
Well, this is a guy that can shoot it from 3, but hasn't been able to find it. Just 2 of 21 in his freshman season, but broke a high school record, 184 3-point makes. So you know he's got it in him. Just a matter of finding his confidence and rhythm offensively.
Went with 2 swirls, the basketball there in his palms. The second time it works. So that's his first made free throw of the year. 8-point game in Knoxville. Couple hours separate these 2 campuses. Robbins, he almost picked Ziegler's pocket. That's like a role reversal there. Now Huntley Hatfield faces up on Terran Frank. Huntley Hatfield is in all sorts of trouble. And Vandy comes away with the turnover. That's the second giveaway for the Vols. And they're pretty good at taking care of the basketball. They're terrific at disrupting teams on this end. Frank has to do something. He was trying to find Thomas on a pass. Instead, offensive foul. That's Victor Bailey Jr. who just checked in, and he draws the foul. Come off the bench and make a contribution this way. A little offensive charge. Looking like Dave Bradshaw out here.
Yeah, if you want more PT, take a charge. Bailey gets in the mix there. I'm not sure he got right in front of him. Gets the call anyway.
Let's just start here. You guys were down around the midway mark of that second half. You end the game on a 31-13 run. We saw grit. We saw toughness. How in the world did you guys embody that as a team in the second half? Describe it.
That's what we've been preaching all week.
You had 9 assists tonight. Just the 1 turnover, 11 points. You're like an artist that gets to paint with a whole bunch of colors and brushes here because you got such a prolific offense around you. How do you describe playing with this deep of a team and this prolific of an offense? What's it like when you're in the game?
It's easy.
Well, just as you were imploring Mike Pegues to bring Noah Locke back in, they just went with the hockey shift. 5 off and 5 in.
Let's see
Williams.
if they stay in that matchup zone.
Yep.
I might go one more possession of it.
Reese to the bucket, count it, and the foul.
Angel says, that's the way we do it, little bro. Come on, Juju. Keep bringing it.
Debbie, Maryland on a surge, a 10-0 run in the championship game.